Rolef. She's an outreach specialist with Hamilton County Resource. So good to see you, Elise.
Thank you for having me.
So for people who don't know, what is composting?
Composting is just a method of controlling the natural organic breakdown of plant materials in your own backyard.
Okay. So if you decide you want to do some composting, whether it's just to help Mother Nature or use your own garden, how do you get started?
The best way to get started is to pick a spot and gather the items that you're going to compost.
Okay.
So that would be your basic food scraps, and I have a few items here as examples. So some common items would be banana peels, orange peels, apple cores, or tea bags.
Oh wow, okay.
Or napkins and paper towels.
I didn't know you could put paper towels in there. That's
all
great.
Things that you can compost. So that's your first step.
Okay, and coffee grounds I know is another thing.
Yes,
I did know that
for sure.
So okay, so you've got all your food scraps. Then what do you do?
Then you're going to put them in a little pile if you want to do a basic pile in your backyard or in a bin of your choice. Then you will cover them with some type of brown, which is either leaves or paper scraps or things like that that would cover and maybe help maintain the smell and build up your pile a little bit.
Okay, so once it's in that pile, does it need to be sealed off or can it be in a little fenced area? Like what kind of pile can it be in?
It can be in a little wire bin. It could be an open pile just in your backyard, but a lot of people prefer a little more structure. So a wire bin or some type of plastic bin or a little maybe a cinder block bin,
like a little area.
Yourself.
Okay.
Yes.
So then once you've got all that stuff in there, what happens to it? How does composting work?
What happens is all the little critters come up from the soil, and that sounds a little crazy to people, but they're fantastic for all things, breaking down all the nutrients in your food scraps and leaves and other plant materials that you have in your compost. You have worms, you have beetles, you have other things like millipedes that will slowly break down and digest and produce this wonderful
Look how rich
compost.
that it looks like a rich soil, but it's a compost. Yeah, and then what can you do with that?
You can spread it like mulch over your garden, and it puts a bunch of wonderful nutrients back into your soil.
That's really great. Now you mentioned all the bugs and the varmints, I guess. Do we have to worry about those, getting to our house or anything like that? Okay.
No, they will stay where all the good stuff is in their pile. Yes.
How big of a difference does composting really make to our planet?
It makes a huge difference. So first, it improves the health of the soil, which is wonderful for all things, especially if you're making more nutritious foods for your family. That's wonderful. So improving the soil health, and also it reduces how much food goes to the landfill. And when food does go to the landfill, it produces a methane gas.
Which is really bad for the planet,
And we don't want that.
Right, you have several seminars coming up at Hamilton County Resource. What will people learn and take away if they come to one of the seminars?
People will learn how to get started with composting, how to maintain their compost, and why it's so important to compost. And we'll dive into all those different things and get into details, and we'll answer questions as well.
So the first one is this Thursday. Do you have them throughout the spring and summer?
We do. We have them throughout April and May. I have 1 or 2 every week, and there's a total of 8.
And you get this nice little bin to get yourself started, right?
Yes, you'll get a kitchen scrap collector as well as a free composting booklet if you attend the seminars.
Very good. Elise, thank you so much. That was a great lesson. I feel like I can do it now. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, nice to meet you.